What if I told you that the most distracting device you own could actually be your greatest tool for focus? Yeah, that little glass rectangle in your pocket, it doesn't have to be a source of constant digital noise. Today, we're going to see how you can turn it into a clean, focused personal dashboard. Okay, let's get into it. So you unlock your phone and it's just chaos, right? Page after page of app icons, and they're all just kind of screaming for your attention. It's overwhelming. And let's be honest, it's a little stressful. If you've ever felt that digital clutter anxiety, you are definitely not alone.
But what if you could tame that chaos? Well, there's a really powerful tool that's built right into your iPhone, and it's designed to do just that. But before we get to the real master-level trick, we've got to understand the basic building blocks first.
And that brings us to the big question, one that I think a lot of people are quietly asking. You hear the term thrown around all the time, right? But what exactly is a widget, and how is it any different from just a regular old app icon? Okay, here's the best way to think about it. An app icon is like a door. You have to tap it, wait for it to open, and then go inside to get whatever you need. A widget, though? A widget is more like a live window. You can just glance at it and get the information you need instantly without ever having to leave your home screen. So the whole point is this. A widget is basically a mini display for an app. It's a small piece of the app that just lives right there on your screen, giving you real-time updates without you having to do a single thing. It is all about at-a-glance information. For example, you want to know if you need an umbrella without having to open the whole weather app, or maybe you see your next meeting without launching your calendar, or, just check stock prices or your phone's battery life with just a quick look. That right there is the power of widgets. They bring all that essential live info right to the surface. Okay, so widgets are great. Problem solved, right? Well, not quite. See, if you just start adding widgets all over the place, you're just trading a grid of tiny little app icons for a grid of much larger, busier windows. You end up right back where you started, with a cluttered, disorganized home screen. This is where the magic really happens. The real power isn't just in using the widgets, it's in layering them. This one little trick is how you transform your home screen from like a messy digital junk drawer into a tidy, efficient command center. So what is a widget stack? Well, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You take a bunch of widgets and you just pile them up, right in a single spot. So instead of taking up 3 or 4 different slots on your screen, they take up just one. You can then just swipe through them to see whichever one you need. And believe it or not, creating one is super easy. You just press and hold your screen until all the icons start to do that little jiggle dance. Then you add your first widget. Then you add a second one. And this part is key. It has to be the exact same size. Now for the fun part. Just drag one right on top of the other. Poof! They'll snap together into a stack. It's really that simple. This quote from tech YouTuber Rich Bowen, it just gets right to the heart of why any of this matters. It's not just about making your phone look pretty, It's about reducing that digital noise. A clean home screen is like a clean mental workspace. It's about being intentional with what you see, which in turn affects what you think about. Okay, so we know the what and we know the how. Now let's get to the really fun part, the why. How can we use these stacks to create something that's genuinely useful? Let's actually build a personal dashboard right on your home screen. Okay, so check this out. Here's a really powerful setup that you can try, inspired by Rich Bowen's system. Just imagine 3 stacks on your home screen. The first one is for your productivity. You can swipe between your daily to-do list and your scheduled tasks. The second one is for planning, where you can flip between today's calendar view and the whole month. And the third one is for your need-to-know info, like the current weather and the forecast for the week. Everything you need all neatly organized into just 3 spots. Now, listen up, because this is a crucial pro tip. When you build your own stack, tap and hold on it, and then go to Edit Stack. You're going to see a little toggle for Smart Rotate. Turn it off. That feature lets Apple's AI try to guess which widget you want to see. By turning it off, you stay in complete control. The widgets will only change when you manually swipe them. But hey, what if you actually like the idea of your phone being a little more predictive? What if you don't want to build everything from scratch? Well, Apple has an option for that too. It's called a Smart Stack. This is a pre-built stack that you can just grab directly from the widget gallery. So instead of you having to curate it, you just let your iPhone take the wheel. So here's the deal, right? It all comes down to what you prefer. With a manual stack, you're the boss. You pick every single widget, you set the order. But with a Smart Stack, you're kind of handing the reins over to Apple's AI.
It'll use stuff like the time of day, your location, and what you're doing to try and show you the most relevant widget at any given moment. It's really a trade-off, complete control versus convenience. Now, whether you build your own stack or you use a smart one, there is one little limit to keep in mind. You can stack up to 10 widgets together in a single pile. Honestly, that's a ton of information and utility packed into one little square on your screen. And here it is, the one golden rule that trips so many people up. All the widgets you want to stack together have to be the exact same size. You can't stack a small square widget on top of a big rectangular one. They've got to match for the magic to work. So what are the big things to remember here? First, start thinking of widgets as those live windows, not just doors to your apps. Second, really embrace the power of stacking to save space and just kill the clutter. And finally, you got to decide what's right for you. Do you want to be the architect of your own home screen with manual stacks, or do you want the convenience of a smart stack? Look, at the end of the day, this is about way more than just organizing your apps. It's about changing your relationship with your phone, transforming it from a source of distraction into a tool for focus. So I want you to take a look at your home screen right now. What story is it telling? And more importantly, what story do you want it to tell? The power to design that space is in your hands. So what are you going to build?